Hi, welcome to In the Workshop. As you can see, I'm in the motorbike workshop today, so join me in a second. Let me start by apologising because I'm going to have to be doing some motorcycle mechanics for a while, because I really need to get these back on the road. I've never had a really decent bike. I've always had to buy spares or repairs and do them up. So both of these were spares and repairs when I bought them. This one's about ready for its MOT. This will be the last MOT that it has because it's old enough not to have them then. And this one's old enough now. This doesn't need an MOT, so I just need to sort it all and get it all running nice. So this is what I'm going to be working on now. So it's a Yamaha XJ550 Maxim from 1981. So the seat's missing because I've got a brand new cover, so I've got to recover that sometime soon. But I need to get that tank off for a start. And I want to get the oil out, drain the oil out of there. This tank, I had it all loose anyway. It just resting there, just with a bit of fuel in when I tried it the other day and got it started. Of course. Got a vacuum pipe as well, so that was the fuel pipe I took off, and then this is the vacuum. This is so the tap doesn't have an off position. It's just got reserve prime and reserve and on. So I've got to drain the oil out of there, and I need to get them carbs off because them carbs need to come off to get cleaned. Right, so the exhausts are a bit in the way here, but there's the oil drain plug, and then we need this off to get to the oil filter. So let's try and get them off. God blimey, that's tight. I'm just draining this oil through a pair of tights, and that's just to see if I find any fragments of metal in there. Still got the oil filter to take off and check inside there. The magnet on the drain plug, that was okay, there was hardly anything on that. So there's nothing in there. Right, so I just got the filter off. So we'll have a check of that now and check this oil. Right, let's get this oil through, sift through and have a look at that. What's that? The washer. Right, I want the carbs off here so I can clean them, strip them down and clean them. I can remember last time it was a bit of a pain because you have to move this air box back to try and get them out, and there's not a lot of room here, so I'll have to just see what I can do. rest of that throttle unhooked. There we go. Right, that's what we've got to sort out. Also need to try and get this battery box out, because the battery that I've got for it, the new one, it's a sealed one, and it's a little bit bigger, longer this way on here. It's got a curve on the back of this battery box. So I'm wondering if I can chop a piece out of that to make the new battery fit good. Whoa, wow, that was hard. So I've brought these carbs in here because I'll strip them down on this bench here, because there's more room in this workshop. Before I do that, we'll go back. I need to fit new seals and oil filter, put oil in it, and I also want to check the compression. I know I haven't got the carbs fitted, but we shouldn't need to have them fitted just to test it initially. Really the engine could do ideally with being warmed up and then the compression checked, but it'll give me a rough idea of what's going on there. So let's get that done. I want to get this oil filter changed and the oil. So I've got another one here with the seals. So we'll just check it's the same. Yep, HF144, that's what's on there. What also came in this filter kit was an aluminium washer, so that will be to replace the drain plug washer. So I've got a new one of them, and then I've got two small oil seals, and I think what they'll be for is this union, because it has that seal on there that needs replacing, and they're two different thicknesses, so I'm assuming that at one time they had different size recess in there, and you pick whichever one suits in there, because there's nowhere else that I can see that this other one would go. There we go. New seal on that, and we've got the new seal around there. So we have a spring on next. Then the washer. And then the filter. And that's the front with the number on there. The oil that I've got is nothing special, just some rock oil, and it is supposed to be good for wet clutches, for use with wet clutches. So we want 2.5 litres of this. So if I put a mark on here, so obviously it's a 4 litre bottle, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want 2.5, so to there. Right, we'll temporarily put the battery in just so we can turn the engine over. Right, just got an air duster here, only because I've got it kicking about. Just blowing out around the spark plugs before I take them out, before I test the compression. Right, well, the spark plugs out. As I say, I haven't got a carburettor fitted here, so I won't have to hold the throttle wide open because it's like as if it's wide open already. $165. Yeah, the compression on there seems a bit high, so I'm going to check the specs and see what's going on. I'm going to order an adapter, I think, see if I can get an adapter for my compression testers to be able to fit this bike, and then I'll be able to see a bit better. So I think that's going to be it for this video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.